Go ahead. You have complaints.
Okay.
You would like to share.
So I saw a movie recently.
You did?
I did. Yeah, I saw a movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know. Me. Of all things. I saw a movie recently that I need to talk about.
We're listening.
So.
Can we talk?
Yeah, sure. So I always said, well, you were there for Independence Day Resurgence as one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
One of 2 movies Ryan doesn't like.
Yeah.
Capital T terrible.
And since then, there's been some bad ones. Suicide Squad was on that level for me. Sausage Party was really bad. But I saw a movie recently that is in the rarefied air of Jesus Christ. This is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. And I have some notes.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Look
Oh, my
at you.
God. Look
He
at
actually
He's pulled out a
physically
phone
wrote
book.
down notes.
Yes.
Oh, my God. It's the front and back of a page.
Yes.
Wow.
I saw this movie and said, I need to, A, take notes right now, because B, I need to talk about this on the show. I needed to talk about it with all of you specifically in this room. So,
Okay.
I have a review on the latest film, the remake of Firestarter. Now, a little bit of a backstory. When I was 12, I was trying to get into older movies. Jaws. I obviously
When you were 12,
CBT.
everything was
Yeah.
an older movie.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's
But like movies that were-
1997.
Yeah.
Everything's
But
older.
movies from the 80s, I was
Wait.
trying to get into, and one of the ones I saw as a kid was Firestarter. So I thought, oh, this must be one of the greats too.
Oh, that's
not.
a classic.
Yeah. It's not, but it's not bad. For those who don't know, it was made in 1984. It was Drew Barrymore's role after E.T., where she plays a little girl who can start fires with her mind. Okay,
That's
See,
what
guys,
the movie Firestarter is about.
Yeah, the cleverly titled
Wow.
Firestarter.
So
Mhm.
they remade
Wasn't named after the Prodigy song. That came later.
Yeah. So anyway, in typical 2022 fashion, it had to be remade because
course.
it's old.
Yeah. We need
All right.
modern people playing these roles.
So anyway, I watched this movie on
Wait, I have to know, were you taking these notes while watching it or just immediately
right after. I ran right to the. I ran right to my desk.
Credits, great.
Yeah. And see, now you know Jack
Jack
is
ran
serious
from the
because he
text.
actually wrote it on paper instead of like just jotting it down on.
He
Like
did, and there's a lot of
phone notepad.
There's a lot of notes.
There are a lot of notes here. Good
So
God.
anyway, let's get
So
started.
all right,
This
let's
is
just
legit.
say it's this is gonna go full
Now-
spoiler. I haven't seen this Firestarter remake, and I don't care to.
Me
so if
neither.
you have,
No one will ever have to see this movie after this review
okay.
because I'm going to spoil the shit out of this movie.
Well, if for some reason you want to
Yeah.
see it, bye.
Yeah.
See you
Yeah.
next Monday.
Yeah.
If you want to see this movie,
Exit stage left.
fine. I don't know what to tell you, but you
Jack
really,
has strongly advised against it.
this
So
is
if his opinion
this is
means
more
anything,
of a warning than a review. So anyway, I watched this movie. There was 2 ways you could see this movie. One, you could either be an idiot and pay for this in theaters, which I've seen some dumb shit in theaters. And I'm like, nope.
or you can be an idiot and pay for Peacock.
I don't pay for Peacock. I get it for free.
Somebody does.
Somebody in my
pays
family
for
does.
Peacock.
I've given
Somebody
Vincent
does.
Kennedy McMahon enough money where I want the WWE Network for free now with Peacock. So you know what? I've earned this. You saw my DVD wall. I've earned this. So anyway,
Back when those were $30 sets.
Yes.
You've spent plenty of money, many paychecks
So-
flushed away on WWE content.
anyway, I watched it on Peacock. Now, I wasn't anticipating this, but it was a Friday night. There was really nothing on there. We just finished Moon Knight, my wife and I. There was no TV shows on that were like, okay, let's watch something.
And
So it's
your
like-
wife being your wife is like, let's
It's
watch a horror movie.
It's a horror movie. There's a new horror movie on Netflix. That makes me, I'm going to be busy. So this is my least favorite sentence she says, other than,
Other than still not pregnant. Got another negative test, Jack. Why
yeah.
don't you double up on those pills?
Yeah. Double the blue chew, double the.
Double the blue chew.
Wait, I can't see.
Yeah, it's not double
all
mint.
blue chew all the time.
So I watched
Better
this
be two chew. Anyway.
I watched this on Peacock. And now, at the beginning of... Now, Peacock has ads when you watch a movie. So, but they have a sponsor for this. Brace yourselves.
What is it?
Okay.
This movie was sponsored by Spicy Hellman's Mayonnaise.
Starts a fire in my ass.
I was like, if it's Kingsford charcoal, I'm going to laugh my ass off. But that's pretty good, too. It's like
Yeah.
Sriracha presents Firestarter. You know, like back in the day, like
And then they had
TV
another
used to be
ad-
like Ford presents the Lone Ranger. It's kind of like that. It's like
and there was
Hellman's
another ad
spicy
for
mayo.
Blue Moon, for a cool down. Enjoy some Blue Moon.
Is that what the ad said?
In the middle of the ads, yes.
Oh, for
Get the
fuck's
fuck
sake.
out of here.
So, and this movie was, I can't believe you don't know this. Let me rephrase this. This movie was made by Blumhouse, because when your horror needs to get serious and get real fixed, it's the J.J. Abrams of horror movie productions, Blumhouse.
The Halloween, the new one, would like to have a discussion.
I like the Halloween movies.
They've made some good movies,
Yeah.
but they slap their name on everything, and it's like
yes.
it's fucked out.
Yes. So we
Like they make a movie for like $11.50 and it makes $10 million opening weekend. They're like, positive result, everybody. Let's go make something else.
Yeah,
Let's go make another escape room or
Dude,
Fantasy
they have-
Island or
they
shit like
have
that.
the
Their
best-
thing works.
They have the best business model in Hollywood right now. I know you fucking hated Firestarter, which is fair. It's from what I've gathered, it's
I agree,
fucking awful.
but I'm just making a joke here that they are like the J.J. Abrams of reboots for horror movie franchises.
In all seriousness, they spend like $10 million on a movie. They'll make $12
Less.
million opening weekend. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like every movie is profitable.
If you can make it happen, make it happen.
Yeah, it's a
Jordan
good.
Peele gets a $10 million movie from Blumhouse.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, that's
motherfucker
true.
who
It's like
did
4
Firestarter
million.
gets
Yeah.
like 5.
Probably.
All right.
But that's it. Like I get the movies make money, so they can keep doing it, even if the movies aren't great. Listen.
It's the old
It
school.
doesn't have to be
it's
good.
it's literally the old school grindhouse mentality, which is dope.
Kinda.
I think it's just evolved into that. Now, does that mean that these movies are masterpieces? Absolutely.
No,
fucking
but
This
they're
one
horror
sure
movies.
as fuck isn't. And let's get into it.
Yeah.
So tell
Number
us.
one, Zac Efron.
All right. Zac Efron as a male lead in a serious. First of all, this movie makes itself sound so serious it gets so stupid. It's one of those like it's serious as a
The
heart
melodrama's
attack,
just ratcheted
and
up
it's
way
just
too high.
so bad, and he is not a male action lead by any means. I've enjoyed him in some movies.
High School Musical proves you differently.
Male
I'm just-
action lead. High School Musical.
Yeah, he played some hardcore basketball in those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
All right, so for the first 30 minutes, now here's the basis of the story. There's an opening credits montage of what happens to this couple where they're in college. They get this, they're broke college kids. They don't have any money. So they go for this testing with this company because it's this new pill we're trying, So it could be a placebo or it could be this new thing we're testing to see if it works because it always goes well. So during the montage of the credits, you see when everything goes wrong and this couple gets powers, so to say, like telekinetic powers and stuff like that. And then in the years past, they have a daughter. Now, in the opening, the daughter just stares at something as an infant in her crib and lights her mobile on fire. And they realize that's what she can do. So they're hidden from the government.
Oh, that's when they realized it.
Yeah, right away. So, no, but what his...
Hun, did you give her the Hellman spicy mayo with her baby food?
I gave her a blue moon afterwards to cool down. Don't worry about it.
So anyway...
Was there ham-fisted product placement like every Adam Sandler movie?
No,
where it's
because...
like,
No,
can you put Hellman spicy mayo on my sandwich, hon?
No, because these people live off the grid. They don't have Wi-Fi. They're on the run from the government.
And they can't get mayonnaise
They
delivered?
can't
That
get
sucks.
mayonnaise. No mayonnaise, no nothing.
What a horrible life.
Yeah. So anyway, the girl's at school. She gets bullied by some other people because she's weird because she doesn't have Wi-Fi. And she has a freak out and she goes in the bathroom and blows up a stall. Not like Ryan does. After,
no, okay.
some
No.
dinosaur chicken nuggets.
Nobody
Blows up a
blows
stall
up
in
a stall like Ryan.
That's true. I will take that title.
So it's boring, but now they got the trace of these people. And for the first 30 minutes, it's so heavily edited and it's very boring. I'm like, can we just stop this? But then
At least they made it, or if a kid burst into flames, that would have been a strong start.
yeah,
Instead, of course, it has to be an inanimate object
yeah.
because a kid being set on fire. At least people tune in.
No,
and be
no,
like,
no.
First half hour Firestarter is fucked up.
She can't light the ginger kid on fire who's picking on her in school. She just goes in the bathroom and just rage screams and blows up a stall. While
Not even the ginger kid?
No. Like that red hair's gonna be about to be redder.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's
Fire red.
the government finds them. They send this assassin. His name is Rainbird. He's a Native American man. His name is Rainbird. He's an assassin for hire who has powers too.
Is he played by a white guy?
No.
Is he played by a Mexican guy?
No.
I'd say you can't write that, but apparently they
Somebody did. Is this in the book? Like, is that how's this
I
stack
don't
up?
know. I've only seen the 1984
Wow.
original.
Your research covers an 84-minute movie, and it's 2 pages. Nothing about the book.
All right. Continue. There's a lot to talk about here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The
he's got
mother
a numbered list here.
Yeah.
He does.
The mother gets killed by this guy, and they're on the run. Now, this movie, like I said, it's very heavily edited. So it's very quick cut, very that close-up shot, cut. It's bad.
The action's very choppy.
Yes,
They're
very
running, and then they cut to a bunch of unrelated stuff. So
Right.
it looks like time has passed.
Right. So we get to the 30 minutes, and I'm like, all right, this is so boring. I don't want to watch anymore. But Zac Efron's asleep in a car outside a motel when they're on the run with the daughter. Now, granted, the mother was just killed. Now, the daughter doesn't want to activate her powers because she knows she's been told it's bad and you can't do it and you have to control it and you have to don't let it control you. You have to control it. All that bullshit.
He should have found Professor X. And
In
been
every,
like, listen,
every
I got a kid. You need to work
superhero
on.
movie in existence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Jean Grey. That's what this kid is.
Yeah.
You need to control your powers, Jean.
Well, anyway, the girl's outside at this motel and she sees a cat. This is the turning point of the movie for me.
I'm listening.
She sees a cat and she's like, here, kitty. And the cat scratches her and she gets mad and she lights a fucking fireball at the cat.
Awesome.
Half the cat is burnt, like the Fly style. Like when they try to do that thing in the pond at the beginning and it's just like the animals like turned inside out, throbbing red. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my, like that's, Noelle's upset because obviously our cat. She's
Yeah.
like, that's horrible. So
But
Zac
inside,
Efron comes
you
in.
are not quite as upset.
No, not at all.
So I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. Zac Efron comes over and says,
That sounded genuine.
That sounded like real concern, didn't it?
no,
It's like, oh my God.
No, like
this
the movie's
is
terrible or always terrible.
maybe we should
Terrible
turn
that the
this
cat was
off.
set on fire.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And you stuck it out beyond this.
here's why.
Okay.
Zac Efron comes by and he says, honey, you can't let it be like that. You have to finish it. You have to finish it. Meaning you have to grill the rest of the cat. And she just goes, rage fires. And it just burns. Pretty much. And then he just goes, can't let it suffer. It's your price to pay when you do something like that. You have to finish it.
You need to, yeah,
And
finish
then
off
she
this
grills the rest of the cat and he goes, good job, honey. And I said, I'm in for whatever's happening next. This is the best fucking comedy of the year.
It's hilariously bad.
It is so
What a pep
Wow.
talk.
good job, honey.
Good job, honey.
You grilled the kid.
You grilled
Yeah.
the kid.
So
Poor stray cat.
they end up at this guy's house because they were hitchhiking because they have to ditch their car. So they end up at this old man's house who has a wife there who is disabled, a vegetable pretty much. And I didn't explain Zac Efron's power that he got is he can enter people's minds by looking in their eyes, and he can get in their head to tell them like kill yourself or throw yourself off a bridge or bring me some sandwich with spicy Hellman's mayonnaise on it. Something.
So wait, why does he have powers too?
Because he took the drugs.
Oh.
Right.
college.
That's what happened to
Him
them.
and his
That's how
wife
they
took the
gave
drugs.
birth to this walking kerosene tank.
Yeah. So they all have power, so they're all on the run.
They're all on the run. Okay.
I got Christian with that one. It's my favorite thing to do during the show. Christian loses shit, especially when he's off
So the
camera.
wife's powers didn't stop her from getting killed, though. Apparently,
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
I forget what her powers were. They weren't anything powerful.
Okay.
They
Got
weren't
it.
powerful enough to save her life, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not fireballs and not
Yeah.
Not
brain-
fireballs, not seen in people's mind. Anything that can be stopped by
Yeah.
a bullet, apparently.
Yeah.
Of an assassin.
I think it was she could like shake the walls with her brain and then like shit would fly off at people. She
Well,
didn't do it
that's
very well.
useful.
Yeah.
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 She
She
do
got the
that
shit
well.
end of the stick.
She
Yeah,
did.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Zac Efron's just like, kill yourself, kill yourself.
Yeah. And his eyes bleed too every time he does it. Now I remember that.
Why would you have kids in a case
They're
like
dumbass college kids. Why would you take the drugs?
that? Well,
Go to
that's what
Get a
dumbass
job at
college kids
McDonald's.
do.
That's what dumbass college kids
get
do.
a job at McDonald's.
They
It's
take
better
the
than
drugs.
this.
No.
You can at least have Wi-Fi later on in life. But anyway, every time he does that, his eyes bleed. Now, I remember from the movie in the 80s, the dad would do that and his nose would bleed because a part of his brain gets like chipped away every time he does it. So he can't do it because it makes him
I forgot. I
his
haven't
eyes
seen that in
bleed,
so long.
and
but-
then he gets really weak. So they shack up with this old man, and the daughter starts to realize she could talk to people like her father.
without
can.
setting them on fire.
Yeah, without setting them on fire, can enter their brains and talk to them. So she talks to this woman who's a vegetable,
Oh, she can do that.
and she finds out
okay.
what this guy did who lived with her,
Mhm.
who her husband was. And he was, because he said, oh, my wife got in a car 30 years ago and got in an accident. And it ended up being that the guy, like, got in an accident because he was drunk with her in the car. And he killed their son,
Oh,
too.
I see.
So anyway, the news report comes out that this man, because now that the mother's dead, they start to frame the father, Zac Efron, that he killed the mother. And he's
Okay.
a fugitive on the run. That's why they're on the run also. The old man sees this, watching television,
Uh-huh.
and he's drunk because he has a drinking problem. And he's like, you did this, you did this, like, you know.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, the cops show up. Now, this man just starts watching the news as this news breaks. Then he's like, wait a minute. They hear sirens. What did you do? I called the cops. When did you call the cops? When you were watching the fucking news. You're drunk as shit.
We're all in the same room. When did you call the cops?
When did you call the cops? Did she call the cops with her brain? Did he tell her? Call the cops. I'm here.
I will say I want that as my ringtone. When did you call the cops?
So anyway,
Also, the
police
episode title.
the police show up and they're like, "We need to take you in." No, he's really innocent. And then the sniper, Rainbird, that I gotta remember his name.
Rainbird.
He comes in and like snipes all the cops, and he shoots the old man through the leg, and he just dies because he gets shot with a sniper rifle shot through the leg.
The old man was named Achilles.
Yeah.
That gets shot in the leg and he dies.
Yeah. So anyway, Zac Efron uses his brain power to trick the Rainbird,
Brain power. He just thinks.
and he montages in her. The daughter's running away, so that's why the daughter gets away. But he gets taken in by this evil organization. By the way, the guy who created the drugs, Red Foreman.
Ah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
What?
Red Foreman.
What am I missing?
The guy who created the drugs
Yeah.
is Red Foreman.
That 70s show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Clarence
RoboCop
Boddicker?
villain.
Yeah. Clarence Boddicker.
Thank
is
you.
behind
Yeah,
the
use a
evil
reference that
organization.
actually is worthwhile. Yeah, RoboCop.
Yeah.
Clarence Boddicker. Got it.
Yes.
Red Foreman.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yes.
oh, by the way, Zac Efron in this whole thing is told cops to kill themselves. Oh, this is the montage back. All right. So when this kid was born, they have a montage. All right. So I forgot this. It's been a few weeks since the movie's been out.
I'm tired already.
But you have notes.
Yes. There's a lot of cop killing in this movie.
Ah.
So anyway, there's a backstory of why Zac Efron has the daughter, why they were able to save the daughter. Because when the daughter was born, they knew these people were fucked up, and the police took the baby for safety. So he got into these cops' minds, and he told them, this is a story he tells the daughter right before the shit goes down at the farm, where the cops get killed, that he went into the cops who took the baby, told them to kill themselves, and he took the baby back. So that's why they've been on the run ever since.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been...
Okay.
So how are we supposed to root for him? It's like you see this, and he kills these cops who are just doing their job. Like, hey, we got to get this baby to safety.
Yeah, this baby's
She's
obviously
dangerous.
in danger. It's like, oh, no,
And
you
he's like,
don't.
no, you don't. Kill yourself and kill your partner. Like, it gets to be very blurred of, why are we rooting for these people? They're
Yeah.
killing cats.
Yeah, they're
They're
terrible.
killing cops.
Yep.
I mean, the cats
Who's
I
the
could get
hero?
behind.
Yeah.
Man, the only fire starter that this movie gave us was it started a fire in you because you're all kinds of, like, you're literally
So-
on fire about this movie.
Yes. Now, we're getting close to the end. And
Thank Christ.
We are?
yeah.
There was a plot in there?
Yeah, it doesn't sound
I don't
like there's
know.
a whole lot of like her setting things
Yeah, it
on
just
fire.
seems like
There's
pe-
a couple
people-
incidents.
Well, she's learning to use her power. So we have fire montages as she runs away in the woods and she puts sticks together. She's like, come on, you can do it. She touches the water, it boils. Come on, you can do it. So you have a montage of her learning to be the fire starter, to control it, because it's her cross to bear. So anyway, Zac Efron's been taken by the evil organization who wants his powers and wants her so they can weaponize her to be
a super soldier.
super soldier.
Is it the Freemasons?
No.
Oh, that movie, that would get me tuned in. What's up? We want your mind melding power and shit.
So anyway, this
It's like,
girl-
you brought me to Olive Branch Lodge 16? Here, have a blue moon. We don't drink it.
Oh my god.
What you want to, I want to recut the last half hour of this movie and just edit in Andrew. Are you down for
there's
this,
no-
Christian? Can we do this?
But here's the thing about
Fuck
this
yeah.
organization. There's no explanation of who they are and what they do. They just made these drugs, and a bunch of college kids died. These two survived, but they're like, they want her so they can maybe make a super weapon out of her, but they also want to protect her or kill her. So there's not like a lot of sense being made here, like why they want her, what this organization does.
Right.
Their company's name is like just 3 initials. I don't even remember what the initials are. Took notes after. I couldn't remember. So anyway, this girl,
Not important.
Firestarter girl, her name is Charlie, by the way. I haven't mentioned that. She goes into this evil facility because now they have Zac Efron, and they're luring Charlie because he can make her read her mind. Charlie, come and rescue me. So they want her to go to this facility to find her father so they can get her. She goes in, and this is where the movie stops being funny and starts getting like, fuck this movie. It is beyond... If you didn't believe me so far, it's like, this is the point where it's not fun anymore. Why are we rooting for these people? She goes into a car of a guy who's a tech guy. He's walking out of the building, and he's like, all right, honey, I know your first trimester is really tough, but I'm going to be home real soon. She gets in the car, and in the backseat of his car, she's like, where's my dad? I don't know, but they told me not to engage with you. Where's my dad? Do you have a gun? No, I don't have a gun. And she's like, starts to boil. And he's like, he gets a gun out for safety. He's like, I don't know. And she just fucking flames on him, burns him in half, I was like, this poor man is a tech who's got a pregnant wife at home, and she just fucking grilled him. And the same speech comes in, it's my cross to bear. I have to finish it. Because she half grilled him, and she just blew the man away.
Wow.
And I was like, am I supposed to even care at this point?
Like at this point, you want Zac
Yeah.
Efron
No, these aren't the
and
good
Charlie
guys.
to die. Yeah.
So anyway,
wow.
she finds Zac Efron chained into a room with the evil henchwoman who's like the lead of this organization. And she said, I didn't lead you here. Someone else did with their mind. So she's like, you need to just come with us, Charlie. You need to come with us. And her dad, Zac Efron's like, you know what you need to do, honey. You need to light daddy on fire.
What?
Yep.
Wait.
He sacrifices himself to kill the bad guy in the room with him and says, you need to light me on fire. And Zac Efron and Evil Lady go up in flames. And then the soldiers start coming out. Then she starts grilling all the rent-a-cops.
Soldiers.
Yeah. There's soldiers with... After a couple of rent-a-cops she goes through, then they get flame retardant suits to stop her.
Wow.
So anyway.
This movie sounds like a blast, I gotta
it's
say.
terrible.
And if
maybe
nothing else,
maybe we should watch it.
I was sitting here.
There's this woman who goes up to her. Because again, if you're not liking her already, she's like, honey, let me help you, please. I'm here to help you. And she said, wait, you led them to me, or something happened. She says some stupid line. So then she goes, liar, liar, pants on fire, and grills this poor woman.
Oh, so I wrote this fucking movie.
So there's nobody to like in this whole movie,
No.
basically.
And
there's no one to root for.
Bird person, whatever his fucking name is.
Bird person.
I don't care, comes in and starts killing the rest of these flame retardant soldiers. And then he stares her down because he's the man who killed her mother. And she's just like,
So whose side is this guy on?
I don't know,
anyway?
but I guess he was screwed over or some. Oh yeah, when he couldn't get the job done, they punished him. They're like, you sit here, and like you failed.
Think about what
you're
you did.
Time out.
Sit here. You're in
sit
time
here,
out.
bird person,
Yeah.
and you think about you did.
Do not get out of that chair
Yeah.
until I tell you.
So she helped him. He helps her, and then they have this stare down, and he realizes he killed her mother, and she's just like, bake me. Like he just does that whole like get up, like please just.
So at this point, by the end of the movie, everybody's
So then
begging this
she's
girl
just
to
like,
kill them.
No.
So wait, this movie is basically a giant commercial for Easy Bake Oven?
It might as
Bake
well,
me.
Yeah, pretty much, just like he just says, "Do it," and she just no, and she walks away. Now, this
Bake
building's
me.
exploding
No.
again, and all she's been doing is lighting people on fire. I don't know how the rest of the building's exploding, but she goes to the beach and she sits down, and then bird person. I'm going with that.
Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman comes.
Birdman.
Birdman comes and takes her away, and the credits roll. What the fuck?
That's it.
That's
No,
actually
he's
it.
also written worst remake of all time! 3 exclamation points. That's what he's written. Here.
Yes.
But
So
wait,
you can't see
So
it.
you
Charlie
didn't-
and
you
Bird
didn't-
Person walk
you
off
didn't
into the
even-
sunset.
You didn't even note the one positive thing about this movie.
It was the Carpenter score was the only good thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Wow. Yeah, this sounds horrendous.
It was atrocious.
I was gonna watch the original in preparation for this. I just didn't get around to it this weekend. So I meant to just kind of freshen up because I'm sure I've seen that movie, but I'm sure I saw it edited for TV on like Channel 11 30 years ago. Like I don't really remember it too well. But I remember that it was like Drew Barrymore getting into more serious stuff
Yes.
following E.T. I remember
Yeah.
like that it played that role in her career. It was intended to. But
but it was a
I don't know.
corny 80s movie. It's just a Stephen King movie in the 80s. It was
Yeah, there were a bunch of interchangeable ones for a
Yeah.
while. Where it's just like
for me at
Stephen
12,
King.
who I was like I've said on this show before, how much of a coward I was with every horror movie in the 80s.
You have.
It was tame for me at 12 years old. Like I could watch Firestarter and not be scared to death. But like this,
And now you're watching innocent people and cats just go up in flames,
Yeah.
and you're like,
and the special effects of her lighting people on fire is literally just someone zooming in. It's like a TikTok video of her just and then like it shakes, and then you just see fire. Like
I
it's
don't know.
awful.
Wow.
It is it's top 3 worst movies I've ever seen.
Along with, I need to know what company it keeps.
Independence Day Resurgence
and
and
some Gretel Witch Hunters.
No, probably Sausage Party.
Yeah,
That was
okay.
Sausage Party isn't that bad.
It was so disgusting.
It was
though.
animated.
Like,
That's why it was
it-
animated.
It's
He's gonna like it no
gross,
matter
but it's
what.
not
so
bad.
gross.
I
it
didn't
was-
think it was that bad.
Yeah, it was,
I thought the.
I mean, I didn't need to see it again.
or
but-
maybe
Oh, no,
Suicide
no,
Squad.
no.
Maybe Suicide Squad would probably be.
Wow.
That's rarefied air.
Rarefied air.
But it
Wow.
was A Friday night wasted.
that was-
Noel and I were like,
I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. I gotta say,
I'm kind of intrigued,
I kind
too.
of want to watch it now.
yeah.
I
You
am
did sell
not
some
gonna
of
lie. I do now have an inkling to watch
God damn it, I
I
failed.
just want to know if
You
it's
completely failed at this.
I just want to know if it's as bad, and it probably is. It's
It
probably much
is,
worse.
But it's kind of like now. What I find funny is I said I wanted to do it. I wanted us to watch like Barbed Wire together and a bunch of like these bad '90s sci-fi movies like Johnny Mnemonic, and
Yeah, but those are charming. Like those have a certain something. This is like just it tried to be so serious and tried to be so 2022. We're gonna fix this and we're gonna make it a Stephen King's vision. And you just took it and you shit on it.
you shit
and
on
you gave it some mayonnaise and you just lit it on
and washed it down with a blue moon.
I love that description. You took it and then you shit on it.
You took it, you shit on it, you put it on Stephen King's porch in a bag, and you lit it on fire with your brain.
And you made that man say positive things about it. How dare you?
It's like James
my
Cameron said,
God.
yeah, this is the definitive Terminator 3, whichever one of the 9 Terminator 3s they tried to do.
Yeah.
That's what
This is the real Terminator
Yeah.
3. Meanwhile,
Carpenter was held at gunpoint. Write me a score for this piece of shit.
wow.
We can't use Prodigy's song. Just write me a score.
Yeah, it costs more than this entire movie to license, so we're just gonna. We need something
If
fresh.
not Firestarter, then at least smack my bitch up.
Yeah.
You mean cut
Wow.
that bitch?
Yeah, cut that
Get
bitch.
it right.
that bitch. That was in the running for the title of this
Liar,
episode,
liar,
but
pants on fire was a catchphrase in this movie. A trailer bait, probably at some point, where she just grilled this
Probably.
poor
Oh,
woman who's like,
man.
"Please let me get you to safety." Liar, liar, pants on fire.
And the nice-
and then she's ashes.
And the
she's
nice tech
ashes.
who had a pregnant wife at home. Like,
Yeah.
what's that?
Let
Yeah.
beauty come
And the guy's
out.
just pulling his gun out. It's like, this girl's gonna kill me. I have to shoot her because she's the devil. like, are we
Yeah.
supposed to care about these people? Are you supposed to be the protagonists?
yeah, are you supposed to feel bad when Zac Efron sacrifices himself? Probably not.
No.
It's like you
Yeah,
did
no,
all this.
I don't care about any of
He's
these
like,
I
you
had
need,
this
know
kid.
what you need to do, sweetie. And I just wrote in my notes, grill me, honey. That's it. Like, grill daddy, honey.
Wow.
I kind of do want to watch this. I kind of feel like you and I and Christian need to get together.
I feel like
Have
you do.
fun.
Yeah. I kind of.
I'm out.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Obviously,
out.
you're not.
He's
doing
like, I'm
this
not doing
again.
it again.
I'm not doing this again.
I mean, at this point, I feel like I kind of owe it because in perpetuity, Cape 201 will be called.
If
When
any-
did you call the cops?
If any
That's
of
got to
you
be
like,
the title of the show.
It is.
When
Oh
did
my
you
God.
call the cops?
I'm sitting here laughing and holding my face in my hands while you're talking about the movie because of that alone. When did you call the cops? Sorry, everybody's listening to this and they're just like,
Why are you
beating on
banging the table?
Stop it.
Exactly.
And he's
When
getting-
did he call?
and he's getting drunk off a non-IPA beer. It's just like knockoff crap.
yeah, now
the
I
hell
know
is
it's
that?
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nipa? I'm not drinking that. No chance.
Oh my god.
Wow. Well, we're not going to top that, everybody. This has been Cape
Well, that's
201.